Hey, what's up, everybody? Wave Watches here, coming at you with yet another out of theater reaction. I just got through seeing Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes in Big D, which Big D is pretty much one step below IMAX here at AMC. Even got this cool poster right here. And I'll be honest and say I did go into this wanting to love it as much as I love the Planet of the Apes reboot trilogy. If you've seen my videos on those films, on Rise, Dawn, and War, you know that I gave them all perfect 10 out of 10s. Those are some of my favorite movies, period. Love them. And I was, you can't blame me for going into this wanting this movie Kingdom to be as great as those films. Is it as great as those films? No, it isn't, but it's still really, really good, and it's still a solid continuation of this franchise overall. I feel like, given the fact that they made a sequel like some 7 years later, and that Matt Reeves is no longer at the helm, we have Wes Ball now. They did the best that they could with this, and despite a couple of noticeable flaws in the film, this was still a really solid watch from start to finish. Thankfully, the characters, I was going into this, I was worried that I wouldn't be as emotionally connected to these new characters. Noah is our main character here, as I was Caesar. And while his story, at least so far, I'm sure they'll do sequels to this one, and while his story didn't didn't get me all emotional as did Caesar's, he was a really solid replacement for the main characters of these movies. He did a really good what's that actor's name? Owen Teague did a really good job playing him, and I really felt for the guy because he's much younger than Caesar. He's pretty much a kid. He's coming up, and this is essentially a coming of age journey of a movie. So I still felt for him nonetheless. So that's that's where I'm gonna leave it for now. I will definitely do a full review sometime soon, but just know that no, it's not a masterpiece like Rise or Dawn or War. Not as flawless as those movies. There are some pretty noticeable things here where I'm kind of like, that's interesting that you decide to do that, but nonetheless, it's still a solid installment in the Planet of the Apes franchise. I still really enjoyed it, and it is actually one of the best of 2024. It's right up there with Doom Part 2 and Civil War for me. And this movie has definitely earned a second watch in theaters, if not a third one at that. So this has been another edition of Wave Watches. This has been my out of theater reaction for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. And TLDR, really good, just not great. And I'll see you all later on down the line with my full review. Peace.